when you are given the graph, then you need to find its equation. Okay, let's say this is the sinusoidal graph given. Now we want to determine what is the equation that satisfies the condition given. First, we need to find the amplitude and its period. So we have for the amplitude, so for the amplitude, okay, we analyze this graph. So you'll have, this is the amplitude. Di sini, this is your A. So your A is 2, amplitude is 2, and then for its period T, you can calculate or you can choose any complete cycle. Okay, let's say you can start from here, 0, -2 up to 4, -2. So we have the cosine graph, right? This one. Start from 0, -2 up to 4, -2. We have cosine graph. So the period is, we have here 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. The period is 4 units. Okay, the next is, we want to write the equation in the form of A sine. When you are given sine, means that we need to detect the shape of sine graph. Please detect the shape of sine graph from the given equation. And this is the phase shift. Phase shift must be positive. And this is the shape of sine graph. We know that sine graph untuk dia macam ni lah kan, shape. And then your A is positive, B also positive. So for the positive phase shift, it means that the graph is shifted to the left or shifted to the right. Kalau positive phase shift, the graph is shifted to the left or shifted to the right?
Right.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
shifted to the right. Maksudnya you kena detect graph sine yang dia shift to the right. Sebelah sini lah kan? Sebelah sini. Shift to the right. So if you start here, dia akan jadi graph cosine. So you have to take from 1, 0. Okay, and then you can proceed to, tambah lagi satu kat sini. Proceed to, let's say, the next scale here is 5. Means that, okay, bila lukis balik, it start from 1, 0. And it will end at 5. So this is the graph of sine. And with the phase shift is positive. This is your C greater than 0. So we have the equation will be y equals to, and before that we need to find what is your C. Phase shift is equals to 1. Phase shift, which is C over B, is equals to 1. Okay, and here from the period formula we have 2 pi over B. 2 pi over B. 2 pi over B is equals to 4. Thus your B is equals to 2 pi over 4, which is equals to pi over 2. Right? Pi over 2. Then we substitute B equals to pi over 2 in this formula to get what is the value for C. So we have C over B. C over pi over 2 equals to 1. Thus, it will give you C is equals to pi over 2. Pi over 2. B berapa tadi? B berapa? C is equals to pi over 2. So, from here, the equation, okay, we write the equation. The equation in terms of A sine Bx minus C. y equals to, the equation will be, your a is 2, and then we have sine. The value just now we have pi over 2, and then pi over 2x. Okay, make sure we put x for b, and then minus the value of c. C is also pi over 2. Pi over 2. So this is the equation for part 1. Y equals to 2 sine pi over 2x minus pi over 2. Okay, is that clear? So please try for question B, part 2. Dia nak graph cos kat sini. So here you have graph cos, but the phase shift here is negative. When the phase shift is negative, then you have to detect the graph which give you the cosine. Negative phase shift, it means that your graph will be shifted to the left, and your A is positive, B is positive. A positive, it means that it starts from positive region. Whenever your A is positive, it starts from positive region or positive Y value. So if you look at the graph, tengok balik graph, we can take from, okay, you have to start from negative phase shift. If you take here, this will give you sine. Kalau ambil dari sini ke sini, sine, and A is negative, cannot. And if you take here, this will give you cosine shape. Okay, cosine shape. And then you have to stop at this one. Stop kat sini. Start dari sini, stop kat sini. Dapatkan cosine shape. Because here your A is greater than 0. And your C is less than 0, and B is always positive. B is greater than 0. So for the second part, the graph will be macam ni. Okay, I will redraw second part. Okay. Okay. Start from here, sini, and then sampai di sini. And here it start from, this is negative 2, negative 1, this is 0, this is 1, this is 2. Make sure you have the period is always 4. Okay. T is equals to 4, which equals to 2 pi over B. So from here your B is equals to 2 pi over 4, which equals to pi over 2. And then for your phase shift, it is, phase shift, we measure from y-axis to the starting point of its graph. Phase shift is negative 2, and the formula for phase shift is C over B. Then we substitute C over B. B is pi over 2. Then we can calculate for C. This is negative 2 equals to C over pi over 2. So C is equals to, C dapat apa? So what do you get for C? Okay, what do you get for C? Anyone?
Negative pi.
Yes, negative pi.
Negative
Okay,
pi.
C is equals to negative pi. So from there you can write the equation. Okay, the equation will be, we want to write in terms of y equals to A cos, this is bx minus c. A just now 2, amplitude sama je kan. A is 2 cos, B is pi over 2 x, and then minus negative c, which will give you 2 cos pi over 2 x plus pi. Okay, is that clear? Tengok balik dia punya calculation. This is your C, this is your B. So this is the equation which include in your workbook. Okay, you can refer to your workbook, question number 33 and 34. Refer workbook after this lepas ni. Refer workbook question number 33 and 34. And this will be your homeworks insyaAllah. Allah, page berapa ya? I do not remember the page.